Hello, guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Hi, welcome once again to our podcast.
Okay.
The last opening was chaotic. We're trying to be civilized in this one. Since my leader is here, we're trying to be very.
We're trying.
I forgive you.
We're not like this.
I forgive you for
demure, you know.
Anyways, welcome to Life on the Narrow once again. We're happy to have you back whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching it from. Welcome once again. Today, we have a special guest in our midst.
Drum rolls.
Let me do it.
I know we should do that in the ministry.
Please, help us.
Or you kneel down. You don't kneel down on the chair. So we have a very special guest in our midst.
Yeah.
I call her my leader because she is my leader. She's my leader. And we're going to be reading her profile, then she'll tell us more about herself.
Yeah, this profile. Just get ready. Anyway, so with us is Claire Benson Idoko, sorry. I wanted to
Mrs. in brackets.
Mrs. She's taking. Please.
Mrs.
No, if she was entering I4, close it. Very taking. Anyways, Claire Benson Idoko is a public health professional, child rights advocate, and versatile freelancer. One person. As the founder and executive director of the Nediva Aid Foundation, she has spearheaded impactful programs in health, education, and youth empowerment across Nigeria, reaching undeserved communities and championing the rights of vulnerable populations. With a degree in medical biochemistry and a master's of public health, hey, my God, what am I doing? With a strong background in project management and extensive experience in advocacy, she has worked with prominent organizations such as the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, United Nations World Food Program, LEAP Africa, if you know LEAP, NCDC, and the Nigerian Ministry of Health, addressing issues like corruption, healthcare access, education inequality, and policy formation. Her innovative initiatives, including the Restoration Program and the Let's Talk Child Rights campaign, have empowered countless children around Africa and driven meaningful societal change. Only one person, I've not even go half. Her mantra is let children be children. Her advocacy is rooted in the belief that children should have access to free and compulsory education and affordable healthcare services, regardless of their gender and socioeconomic status. In addition to her nonprofit work, Claire Benson Idoko is a skilled project manager and freelancer on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, BizMeet, etc., where she delivers professional services across various fields. She is a seasoned teacher and leader who has served in various ministry fields. She is the international coordinator for Youth with a Purpose. Come on, Youth with a Purpose. YWAP, in short. If you've not heard the full name, this is YWAP. Yeah. A global youth ambassador with their world. She leans towards youth impact and humanitarian works and has impacted over 10,000 children and 300 families in rural communities and IDPs in Kaduna, Abuja, Makurdi, and Jos, Nigeria. Recognized for her contributions, she has received the Corruption-Free Nigeria Award and is currently a UNODC champion. She has been selected for several prestigious leadership programs. She's committed to leveraging her expertise to inspire action, promote accountability, and create equitable opportunities for all, especially children. Claire is happily married to Benson Onoja Idoko. I had to scream that one so that you would not hear it well. But yeah, so everyone, drum rolls for Claire Benson Idoko. Nice to meet you.
No, I'm sure.
Nice. Welcome to our podcast. It's a little bit chaotic, but you'll be fine.
I like yours.
So basically, from everything they've read, Claire is a big name.
Yeah.
In the name of
this
Jesus.
Nigeria. Claire is a
Amen.
big name. Yes. And I've seen her do big name things.
By God's grace.
The ones that are not inside this profile summary, because it's summary for a reason.
Yeah.
They remove some other plenty things.
Yeah. There's the fact they even put etc.
You get. So Claire is a big name. Anyways, aside all of this, maybe not aside everything, tell us more about yourself.
I mean, that is everything. No?
So that is everything.
That's everything, really. Okay, I'm a twin.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think I should add that to
Identical
my
twins.
yes.
Yep.
I'm a twin. What else? Yeah, so the work I do on Fiverr and Bizmate, I write songs and I write songs, and on Bizmate I teach Japanese men how to speak English.
Oh wow.
No, it's not that deep. It's just
Okay, so-
regular, like day-to-day English language.
That's what someone who's doing something big would say.
You get,
But yeah.
it's not that deep.
This my
They're thinking. Okay, and I think honestly that's all. That's all about me. My name is Claire, founder of Divine Foundation. I like to say that a lot because that's one of like my biggest, if you believe me, my achievements and
Yeah.
things that make me happy. So yeah.
So, what would you say sparked the passion for social impact and outreach in your life? Because you had to have started from reading to go out.
So for me, first of all, it was where I grew up, like where I lived. I was born in Kaduna. Yes, and for a reason. Some, I lost my parents and I started living with my cousins.
Okay.
And we had to move to their house to live with them, and they were living in Kakuri. So the environment I found myself, I saw that a lot of children they didn't have access to education.
Yeah.
Some actually had access, but I mean the parents will either rescue them, maybe if they are ladies, they just get married. People that were my age mate then, they were giving birth, they were getting married. And where I was coming from, I mean, before my parents died, I was in school, and so coming and seeing a whole different community that was different, it just felt like that was the norm. I knew it was wrong. I knew I needed to do something. And I've also seen how healthcare, like for my dad died in a car accident, and my mom was poisoned somehow and she died. So she went to the hospital. They kept, they were dragging. So I told myself I must be a doctor and all that. And when I tried to go to read medicine, but they did not give me. So I did chemistry, and I just figured that there are other ways to actually help. You must not be a doctor.
Yeah.
There are ways to help, and for me, that's just it. But what's one thing that stood out for me was, because I was an orphan, of course, wanted to go to school, and we didn't have money to go to school, and my cousins were not ready to fund it. So we heard of a scholarship opportunity, and they said that they were giving to orphans that had lost their parents in crisis, and they have to be from Jos. I say, wow, my parents did not die in crisis. I'm not from Jos. There's one Reverend Geraldine, she's in Kaduna. She just kept, honestly, it's good to have a community. Like, if I'm going to preach, I'll say community is everything. So they just kept forcing us that we should apply for this scholarship. I say, it's not you that is in scholarship. Oh, now apply now, don't carry one person. I don't like that kind of thing. They're not going to carry both of us. Leave us alone. They say, let's apply. Do more call us that we should break bread, take communion. I think it's hard as.
Yeah, she was very passionate about it.
Truly, if God wanted to give, He will send people to just. One time we said, oh, let's just do this thing because she's the one so that she'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then we applied and they called us. We went, we did the interview. When we got to Abuja here, we saw other orphans, almost 100 or so that were there.
Yeah.
When we saw them, we knew that we will not get the scholarship. No, I'm not going, because we dressed up because we thought it was an interview. These people came ready because the scholarship, maybe you were supposed to look the way that you were supposed to look sad and hopeless.
You needed the scholarship.
Oh my God, we did not look like we needed special. We looked like we were just kidding. No. So we just looked at them like, we should not just be going home like this, because what's the point? But funny enough, they called us back. I'm not going to go into the whole story, so just for time to save time. But they called us back, and they called just me and my sister back.
Are you serious?
I mean, I heard stories there where we just hear some people say that they told their parents stomach, they took like very gory, description of what happened, and it truly did happen.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that. Somehow they called us, and then after a month they called like 5 more people altogether. Before going to school, we were 9. And this man did not know us from anywhere. He said, not public school, private school, Salem University.
Are you serious?
Yes. And then the first session, they called us back. I say, I knew it. They overdid. Maybe they can't pay for 2 people, and then maybe they knew that they made a mistake. And they called us and they said that they were calling us because they took us to court and did adoption. So what am I trying to say? You don't need to be a doctor to help. You don't need to be. You just help. You help not because you have. You help because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think I've said a lot. Sorry. Okay.
So okay, this was like a defining moment for you.
Yeah.
Right. So one question I would like to ask is: was there a way that your faith affected, like, you starting the foundation and all of that?
The way the thinking, the way the question that the outside my mind, I don't put it. And then they say, what else can you do? Let me just act normal, like a normal person.
Okay.
Well, I'm grateful to God that I met God early. Everything I do, I will not just stand up and sound to do. So even though no matter how nice it sounds, if I'm not led to do it, I mean, pray about it, and I'm sure that this is where God is leading me to. I'm not doing it. My faith has been like the driving force. Because there's some places that you go to serve. They are wondering, these people, they don't really need this help. I mean, they need it, but they don't want it. Have you gone to IDP before? You are the one helping, but maybe because of how the system is, people come there and they just take pictures with them and just leave them, and they make promises.
Yeah.
When you are going with your 20 naira, they're acting like very entitled and you're wondering. But then you remember that it's for the children. It's not for the adults, even though by extension it's for them, but they don't know how much they need this.
Yeah.
So yes, my faith is the reason why I even do what I'm doing. I mean, there's passion there and all of that, but even the Bible says love.
Mm-hmm.
We love not because we don't love people that can love us back. We love because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because that's who we are. There's no half love. You don't love, I love this person, but love is whole. It's complete. It's either you love or you don't love. So yeah. I don't know I digress, but yes.
No, it makes sense actually.
Faith has been my driving force. Sometimes I go home and I'm like, God, how am I going to do? There are some projects that, we set out to do, and the money, that it's not like, and by the way, I started working just so that I could fund Nediva.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I've never worked in my life. Like after NYC, I went for a few interviews and they were not ready to hire me because it's not me, because what's that? I went for my interview, do my thing, I don't call him. See me dressed like this, so I went for interview, man. It was to manage like equipment, like all those wheelchairs and all of that. Say that they needed someone that would teach people, train people. You know, I say marketing. I say I don't used to do. I can't even work on my gates. I don't know how to. I can't do. Next thing, the man said that they'll pay me 50K. I just said that I think you're looking for a bricklayer, because even bricklayers, they pay them. No, they actually earn more. Yes. So I just changed it for her. No, because now I'm not get the job. I have to tell her my mind. So I said, okay. What's that one? I tell her, it's not even like I want this job. I'm sorry, but yes. So I told myself that no, I don't think that this thing is for me. Let me just, God has been. The truth is that I've always had money. I don't know how. And I'm going to say this.
I can testify to that.
Excuse me, I've always had money. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it's like when you give, you just have.
Yeah.
When I eventually started the work, I actually got one job in youth engineering. They were paying me. 1 month, I realized that it's not this money that is keeping, because when I calculated, it's not, this money cannot be it now. Only my Uber self have finished the money. I mean, I'm not going to go along because I can't keep myself. When I reach, I'm already tired. The work place, I can't walk. So let me enter Uber and just relax. All the perfume I spray will finish when I reach my workplace. So I said, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, there's no need. It's me that told God that I need to get the job. I felt like people that were going outside, they were living life, and because I was just in the outside, I didn't feel fulfilled. I felt I needed to stand up and go out and do this, and God said, yeah, and do it. And 2 months I resigned because I felt useless in the office.
I can imagine.
I felt useless. I felt very useless. Like, what was the point? And then I quit. So, and even that job I was in because of Nediva, but the time and everything was not just clicking. So I looked for other jobs like online.
Okay.
And I started doing it because I wanted to fund Nediva. It's crazy to be begging money every time you want to have outreaches.
Yeah.
And that's why I started working.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's to tell you how much, like, the investment I have for Nediva, or the passion I have to help people. I would rather work that I'm just to be able to fund it.
I mean, like, in the Bible, that's like the reason for work as well, because like when Paul was talking about it, he said the reason why you should be able to work is so that you not be a burden to other people, and so that you'll be able to help others. So it's a very, I think it's the right way to go about thinking about work, like on a general level, like as a Christian, it's the right way to think about work. That the reason why I'm working is so that, one, I'll not be a burden to other people, and then secondly, so that
you can help.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I felt like, and maybe I don't know if this question, you have this question to ask me, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Sometimes I felt like I was too satisfied. Like, am I too, like, I'm just laid back. I felt like other people are going to, like, they're doing 9 to 5, they're earning money, they're saving. Me, I'm here doing community service. Who is going to save me? There are times I felt like that, but I came to a conclusion that maybe this is why God created me.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just created to help. And it's crazy, but like, maybe I'm not supposed to earn money. Like, maybe someone is also supposed to put me on salary. You don't want to know the things I've tried though. I've tried, like, this Fiverr, like, they're not paid. You do a job and they pay you. And I even stopped. I stopped sometime last year because it became very saturated. And even when I stopped, I realized that the money that I get, I swear nobody can pay me that money. No, really. Like, the kind of things that me, I like enjoyment. People know me. Everyone that see me, I don't like stress. Like, so there's no way I can fund this life. It's God. So when you give truly, like you said, I'm agreeing with what you said.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to work so that we can give back. Because you are saving. What are you saving for? I mean, you don't get me wrong. It's good to save. But you save at the detriment of. Let's not go into that, please. I'm thinking out loud now.
I see you just even going.
Yeah.
It's like you're thinking for that.
Let's come back.
You've actually answered some of the questions that we have. Like, you've been following them like that, and you've been answering.
She's like, kind of.
So I think, what's one major thing that you would say God has taught you in this process?
Major. It's contentment. Someone asked me what is success, or what is success to me. I was in a meeting. It was about successful women, all those kind of things. And everybody did that definition of success is goal setting and get to one point and all of that. And those kind of success is contentment. Because it's a process. It's not like a journey. It's not like a destination. It's a journey. I started the divine foundation. It's okay, this is the fifth year by God's grace. Success. We're able to every project that we have is success. It's contentment that God. I'm saying contentment because there are times that honestly there's some project and there's some communities that we see there. The money that we use, I don't know how it came. I'm not joking. When I say when we are putting those flyers, it's not like we have one money somewhere that we will just, Sometimes I'll look at my account, I'm like, okay, you know what? We'll just put out that. And then the truth is there are times that even with the flyers and everything, I use my money and I just fund because the essence is so that we can give other people the opportunity to be part of it.
Yeah.
But there are other times that even this has also happened with other projects aside Mediva. What have, for example, both camp, we're trying to raise 15 million. We're not going to get 15 million. And I'm not even lying. All I remember is that I gave my card during camp because the official accounts we could not use it because I think the signatures were just making it messy.
Yeah.
So I gave my card and they were just withdrawing everything. I don't know how much they entered. I'm not joking. When we calculated, the money that we spent was more than the money that we had in the account.
Oh wow.
So it can only, it's contentment, it is trust. So that is for me.
Yeah. But I mean, so again, they're like, I know that there might have been certain, I don't want to say heart-wrenching, but I'm sure there are some stories you've heard in the course of all of this, and they are just powerful stories that you think that people need to hear, people need to, especially believers, you need to hear this and know that there are people out there that need you. It's not just, like we said, when I think I've also come to understand that what you have is not just for you, it's for everybody except yourself. God will take care of you.
Yeah.
So, but is there one story you can, or I don't know, but like one story that you can actually pinpoint to that has been very powerful?
Okay. So, I said before, I lost my parents, got scholarship,
Yeah.
all of that. All my life, I've noticed one thing. Once a human being, I feel like I know that.
Yeah.
So it's not giving them the contentment to say, I need you.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say that. Yeah, we got scholarship after school. I started serving in the Nigerian Navy as some those generals and all of that. There's a chapel in the so I we started singing my sing. And some of them picked interest. Oh, my God, always I mean there's another kind of God that I'm not talking about.
Yeah. we get it. Good disclaimer.
So that COVID time, things changed for me. Like COVID happened for me. I'm sorry, something lost before.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, COVID needed to happen. Because it was like a turning point for me in relationship with like every aspect of my life. Stories like how are we in, like me and my sister were in the house. We don't know, someone will just come and jump to stop. It's not like we know them. It's not like there is no how churches were giving out food stuff and all that. I think there's something. My church then tried. They reached out. But I don't know. Someone just send money to your account. You don't know who sent the money. The person knows all about. We never knew who like that. Whoever sent money to us that period. To date, we didn't know. Now let me just take us back to this. We had just finished our service and we were staying in the military house. Yeah. So we were supposed to move out. I know military was supposed to move out. When they say today, today is now like
yes.
So we went to the office with the intention to like speak to our boss and if they can just extend for like really responsible. Because the office as we're going, I was signing out. So as we were there, just meeting some people. When we're going, we went to 1 million.
Are you serious?
How? When I finish and I go to the end, you come and say, "How can I should do this?" I'm not. It's not transfer. It's cash.
Yeah.
When we go to, we say, okay, let's allocate for house. We fast, but went down. When I go out, one village, I go out. Because of the COVID, they are just so happy. We go house in Cuba. We moved in. So we went to next. We bought everything down to tissue paper.
Yeah.
We bought excess. We bought refrigerator, fan, AC, bought everything. I don't know how the money was in because there was a house rent inside. And
Yeah.
When we moved to the house, the light, we didn't pay the family after we moved out of the house because somehow COVID happened
Yeah.
and light was free.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like God just knew that if we were in that wheelchair, because they were working really,
Yeah.
we will still move out. We will still look for a house and move because they will.
They will even escort. I'm sure they will even escort you.
So the house was yeah. So we moved to the house. It's like God just shielded us. He took us to Cuba. After COVID finished, we moved out of. But it was like the house that we lived in. There was this farm, tomato farm and vegetables.
Oh, wow.
Yes. This man used to always come on class and just say, yeah, we didn't go to the market. You don't understand. When they say God takes care of his own, he really truly does take care of his own. And to answer that question that you said, what they like is like, what do I say to a believer as, if I'm not getting the question, what do I say to a believer as regarding giving or as regarding working, as to working so you can give, is that the moment you are working for yourself, so you can keep, I don't know what you're living for. So, you're living for yourself. Does that even make sense?
I mean, you're trying to say that we are not living for ourselves, basically.
We are not living for ourselves.
Yeah.
We are not supposed to be, as a believer, you don't live for yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe I should not say I'm not supposed to be. So that some people will not say, we are favor and die. I'm not saying that the life that God has given to us.
Yeah.
Is in the work about how many people I tell myself that the greatest fear I have, and we are not supposed to be scared or anything wrong. I feel that I won't be able to act as much as that.
That's
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
I was in choir in my church and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm always thinking, maybe I should. I just feel like maybe I should join the teenage church, and then I started teaching, and I realized that the funny thing that I thought I was going to teach from one then.
Mm-hmm.
So in giving back, you are actually growing.
Yeah.
So that's why you cannot live for yourself.
Yeah.
In giving back to the community, all the communities that have gone to Zamani, all those places,
Yeah.
Nyanya and all that, you realize that you never know. Like the back of your house is someone that is living in an uncompleted building.
Yep.
This Nyanya that we went to, there's this house, uncompleted building.
Hmm.
The man is sick. Woman, no job. Children are going to school. In short, that was how we started the educational change drive. We just okay, let's start paying school fees. So we identify families and then we don't care. Just pay, we take them to actual school, not sorry I'm using on this school. I know I'm saying that because they put money, they need to actually learn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's why we do that. And so you can't live for yourself. We live so we can give.
Yeah.
You remember even in the Bible now, it's
scripture.
It adds where all the Christians
He brought resources together to.
resources together. Nobody lacked.
Yeah.
No one knew who is poor.
Yeah.
No one knew who is, and they all flourished together.
They did.
Together.
They
Yeah.
did.
The community was good. The moment one now say one time, I don't before you do what I'm saying. Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
That's what we are here for. We are here for you to talk now. So talk away.
So when in our first episode we talked about shining your light as a believer in your space. Your space can be if you're a family person or anything. So I'm sure there might have been oppositions you faced in this line of your work, but as a believer, right, and as a child of God, how did you handle it? How did your light, the light that God said we should be shining, how did your light shine forth in that situation?
Particular person is emotional for me because when you say emotional, That's my life.
That's every day.
I mean, well, like I said earlier, when your life began from the beginning, it just tells how like the progress.
Mm-hmm.
It just tells how like God is training you.
Mm-hmm.
So I may not be able to specifically say this is what I've faced, and maybe because I don't really take it, because I've faced bigger things.
Yeah.
And I'm able to, just move past it. So should I answer based on my line of work or like generally my life?
Generally.
Okay. I'll answer my life and then.
Okay.
So generally, I faced disappointment. Because disappointment can be a position.
Yes, it is.
It is actually.
It can make you not to go ahead.
I have been by family members, right? I have faced disappointment that God now had to bring wife up as a family just to tell me that you don't need like a blood line to have a family.
Yeah.
And then God shielded me from whatever they want to
Yeah.
do well. Now I'm saying because it is important for you to understand the process. Understand, okay, God, sometimes a lot of things are just happening and you can't process it. You can't sit and say, oh, this was happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
This was happening to me. For me, it was for my family, then for one of them to a bigger space. And my family is too big, so it just hitting and I'm so much. Go back. But let me just go. In NGO, even in church, I faced serious disappointment.
Yeah.
And because my dad, which was our mother, he trains pastors.
Okay.
And the time that we're living with pastors, like the mission house.
Yeah.
Because it was only us in the house, so we have to stay with pastors there. So you see pastors, you see kind of behavior like.
Are you a
then you
pastor?
not come and tell me, I'm not going to say my prayer. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, me, I'm going to just, you see some kind of character, and then when I'm going to share class, some people don't hide. They'll go and sleep, and then, that one is, you're tired, just rest.
Yes.
No need to lie about it. And then you see some character, like, I'm not going to, just very strong character or behavior, like you're wondering, and it's just, are you born again?
Yeah.
But then it told me that we are humans.
Mm-hmm.
But if for any reason I was going to lose my faith, that was the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because something happened, we kind of left my dad. It was in that line. Whether we started while in my school or not, story, just pastors cook up stories like I don't know. No, I'm saying so like that pastors are all superhuman beings.
Yeah.
But then in the NGO space, when I started earlier, some people when you go there, I don't know, they feel like they're in threat and it's just funny. I'm here to help people. It's not you I'm fighting. I'm fighting the thing
that's fighting them.
You go for help. Because me, I will always ask for help. I don't think that any man is an island. Let's say focus as in doing this, and I will not go to focus. How can I? They feel like you're coming to take this place from them.
Yeah.
So because of that, I have trained almost. This is the first time I'm saying it, and thank God it's on. So if I'm lying, so people will come to it's a lie.
Is it right?
I've trained almost maybe if not 20, like people that have started their own organization.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm doing a mentorship. I posted something random. Maybe I should just say because literally that's my life now. Maybe I should just start it. But because I see how, because of how I was treated.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
Some people I'm like, you can just start this. It's not that hard now. Okay, like I will follow them to the IDP and introduce them. I will be sweating that song because I know that when I started, it wasn't like that. So those are also opposition. Some people are threatened for no reason. It could be your workplace, it could be in church. You are singing. Just because you are singing,
it's a problem.
Your talent that God gave you, that it can even be, you can you can work on your talent and make it better.
Yeah.
But you rather just do it and just be people that are working on it. When you are doing, it can be in your family itself. You are working and sending money, the money is not enough. So there are positions that and I will not, because if I want to go and be talking about it, I will not depend on family, because I don't know why I'm here. So I'm going to move past it. So thank you very much for that question. I hope I answered you.
Yeah. Just keeping your cool and following God.
Yes. Thank you for bringing one. Keep your cool and follow.
Yeah.
Positions that are meant to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they are not there, I don't know where they are not living. Maybe it's not in this Nigeria or it's not in the life.
It could be nice.
Positions are there. I'm even, I call them beautiful challenges. For everything that happened to me,
Amazing.
it happened so that I would be here. If it did not happen, I would have been entitled to it. Yes, because my friends were doing well.
Yeah.
And you can't dwell on someone else's money and say it was my parents' money. No,
Yeah.
life is God, you trust God. Even if you marry a billionaire, something that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Person can die.
Yep.
And
Very true.
So we know do.
So you don't plan to have a good life. You just trust God to have a good life.
Yeah.
God's plan for us is good.
Yeah.
Bring us unexpected things.
Yeah.
We cannot plan more than God. The thing he wants for us, you can't want this for more than how much God wants this for you. So you know, you will say if you don't have this thing, the world will come to an end. You see that time will pass, you will not die. When you really need that thing, God will make it happen.
Yeah.
And you will know for a fact that this is the right moment to have it.
Yeah.
So the positions will come, they are meant to happen. We just learn to trust God to be able to, you say when you want to find
The shadow of death.
when you fly back, you have to walk
Through the valley.
but he is with us. I mean, the constant reminder that someone that he has to name his son Emmanuel, that God is with us. Just tell us that he is with us.
It's okay.
So, I think that is not
Yeah, so over the years, I think if we look at church history and we look at even in the Bible, we can see that the church has played a major role in like social development, social impact, and it's like will I say a requirement for the church to like meet the needs of their community around them. And I don't think I don't know, but I feel like it's not as much as it used to be. Do you get? Because there's a more capitalist perspective to churches these days and all of that.
We are giving this community so that people come to your church.
Something like that.
I'm not giving to the community.
Yeah. So what would you say is the way that churches can like better have social impact in the communities around them?
Well, I think that churches can. I mean, it's not wrong if every church have like an impact drive. Like they say, every social time they have projects that are centered around communities.
Yeah.
And they'll say, as a church, we are saying that this community, local community, for example, in Canada, we are going to run malaria outreach for them. Without no strings attached.
Yeah.
We don't have to force them to come to the church. Because the problem is that even people now go to church to beg.
True.
They are not going for Christ. Some people eventually they find Christ. But most of them, they will even hide under the canopy of their love. They'll come to and just, I'll use the word, just rip off money from people.
Yeah.
And then they disappear. So, I mean, but that's why we are there. I mean, they need. I mean, I'm not saying they have to go, but when you see the condition, you can't blame people for some decisions that they make. So, as a church or as a person, like personally, I would say churches should have impact drives, like projects that are centered around communities that we are doing this in every year.
Yeah.
And it must not be one community, but in order to follow, to have like feedback and to get to follow up on your impact, how much impact you are making in the community.
Yeah.
It's good to focus on certain areas so that you know for the fact that okay, development has before It's not missionaries that build schools,
Yeah.
that build hospitals,
Yeah.
for communities. So why can't we do that now? We'll do that now.
And I
Now
think they are
not
so-
having buses and go to go and force them to go to church.
And I think their sole aim back then was
Yes.
Christ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They didn't have a church.
Yes.
I don't know.
Was it
They, they just wanted you to
Understand
know,
love.
yes, know God, know Christ. There was no strings that come and collect medicine, come and collect food,
That's
but
it.
it's just
Now,
Christ.
the community I went to, we finished what was there. I did not go and say, oh, come and give your life to Christ.
Yeah.
This man literally walked up and said, I should pray for you. He didn't even ask if I was a Muslim or Christian. The truth is, love, like I said, is war.
Yeah.
If you are love personified, when you do things, people know when you are being manipulated. It's
Yeah.
people just agree with you so that they can get it. But when you are genuinely doing something, then people want to understand, how can this person be like this?
Yeah.
How can this person you don't know me from anywhere?
Why would you?
See, I'm a twin figure. Everybody, I don't have OCD. Nigerians say, "Oh,
And it's more to OCD.
You are just a neat being.
I'm neat, right? So, when I go to communities, when I started earlier, the fact that I would, that thing is like, it's just shock, it just go off.
Okay.
You see me running around inside doors, swallowing doors like someone that, and I'll go back home and I'm satisfied. That's when I knew that this is actually a calling.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand, even for myself, I can't do it for myself. No, I can't go to the market. I will not do it for myself. I don't love myself like that. I do that kind of thing to myself. But I'll enter the market. Sorry, I will go to the community, carry a child that is,
Dirty.
when I went to Downhill in Makodi, I used to cry because they don't have us. If I say house is not, that I sound understatement. It's nylon that they used to cover and just try to press it to sleep on the ground, like on the
Bare
ground.
floor.
Yes. So you see communities like that. I'll go and I'll sit down with them and eat with them. I want it. But because when you are in your when you love it, there's no limit. When you love, there's no limit. So if churches start doing that, then people will find Christ.
Yes.
When Jesus fed 5,000 people, he didn't call the 5,000 people, who gave them to chop food, and he gave them the food.
Yeah.
He didn't question them.
Followed them.
Yeah.
From that feeding, some people actually got there because they had almost somebody is sharing food. Somebody is giving bread.
Me self, I want.
Me self, let me go and they didn't go for miracles.
Yeah.
But when they reached there, because they came for food, they got something that was bigger.
Yeah.
Because they came for the food. If as a church, we go to communities, share clothes, people will say, Auntie, I want to. So they'll just meet you for something,
Yeah.
and you can lead them to Christ.
Yeah.
The truth is that it's not in the volume of people you lead to Christ.
Yeah.
It is in the amount of impact that you can make.
Yeah.
Because when you make that impact, it must not be you that will necessarily lead them to Christ.
Yes.
Their soul is sick. Someone else somewhere, even when they didn't go, they'll remember that thing. So yes, I feel like churches can start. They should.
Yeah.
Start doing that.
And
Not just for church members.
yeah.
Yeah.
The church members need this.
Yeah. I'll
It's
go
high
outside.
time we stop, not stop, but extend the hand, in form of like social impact.
Yeah.
Social impact. Not just my church want to give out something. No, you are saying as a church, we have a foundation. You don't understand? Or we are not necessarily saying we are an NGO, but we do this, we run this project. And then churches also train project managers, train their team, train a team that can go into communities, get them data driven, because if you are doing this, you don't have data, you can't follow up.
Yeah.
So that, I think I'm good. That's not
So like it's so important to God that we do not only, because a lot of times, and I have had an issue with this a couple of times, is that when we look around and we see them talk about generosity, we see generosity in like you are generous to people above. Do you get, and not necessarily generous to, and the whole thing is that you be generous to people above so you can reach the level of the people above you. But when Jesus was talking about the last day, when he would talk about people would come on the last day, and then he would say, when I was hungry, you gave me to eat, you get, when I was in prison, you visited me, do you get, and then he would say, come into the rest of my Father, and all of that. It's such a big deal to, do you get, it's such a big deal that we have to reach out to people who are under us, like people who need it, people who we think are less privileged than we are. And it's
No, tell me. We have mastered, especially Christians, we have mastered the art of giving. It's like I said, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
We are giving so that we can now, you will not give until they announce in church and say stand up.
So they can see.
Yeah.
So long as it's not something that is open.
Yeah, you will just shy away from it.
You will not give. But when they say, sometimes you even go and carry 1 million and give. When's your, I mean, I am 100% for first seed. I mean, I always go like
First fruits.
First foods. Which I mean, I did not even know that's what I was saying before, but I became more intentional about it. And 100%, if you want to bless you, God is giving, no problem. But people have needs.
Yeah.
But you, at the end of the day, it's actually motive. You have money that you can help people. But you rather go and give them so that they will make you a pastor. Or so that they will say, this man, you go and make chairs so that it's visible, so that you can see. People have not eaten for this, that in that church or they are in your community, in your street, your compound.
Yeah.
There are people that have not eaten, that their family will say this man is fast, but there's nothing wrong to say you want to help them. So on social media, I'm not supposed to some people go. I know someone went to like you add number. Let's say your birthday, went to orphanage, and then you gave them stuff and then you took pictures.
Yeah.
Someone was attacking the person that why do you take
Why would you take
and
pictures?
you at least go to the orphanage first.
Go first.
Give me and taking pictures. Children are blessed, whether you know it or not. Children are blessed, whether you know, no matter the intention.
Yeah.
Whether it's bad, the children have been blessed.
Yes.
So it's not about, it's the motive.
Yeah.
So I'm totally agreeing with you. People always do that thing because God is saying you have to be intentional. If not, we are supposed to give people that cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Not people that so that they can give us. Some people even this they can make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
Because then they will recognize them like
in a circle or something. Yeah.
There's a circle. When they are doing parties, it's those caliber. You want to just fit in. So what are you?
Breathe. Breathe.
So sorry. Let me ask another question. So, how can someone get involved? Like, because it's not a lot of times when this is ministry, and a lot of times people feel like it's going to be full-time ministry and all of that. So, how can someone get into like this mission and ministry, even if they don't feel they are called like full-time? Yeah.
First of all, you try volunteering. I said volunteering at the age of 240 when I came out. That's what I said. For me, that's volunteering.
Yeah.
It wasn't not volunteering.
Yeah. It's actually volunteering. Yeah.
So I said volunteering at that age, and then after school, the funny thing is that after my NYC, if they need me, I'll still volunteer. But I didn't know they didn't pay me, but they really pay me. It's good. I served in Nigerian Media Broadcast. After that, they say they're going to give me my sister contract and keep us.
Yeah.
So this was what I did. I told myself that I would like to just be going to our office and maybe help one way or the other.
Yeah.
I am big on giving back. Like whoever feeds you, it's not because of the person. It's because if these people did not help me when I needed help. I don't know how that is.
Yeah.
And this is not only on the scale.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the family that I have.
Yeah.
If they did not collectively, all this time I would just and laugh. They literally saved my life.
Yeah.
Right? So how can I give back? So it is even if you need for my money to enter, I would rather do it.
Yeah.
So I say I know before you know if I have called me that. Sorry, there's someone.
No, I know.
She knows Eva.
People don't know you.
Eva
Eva
is
is
she's
superhero.
my big sis.
If I have called me that, obviously it's calling up for a meeting.
Yeah.
Next I saw Fist and myself. And if our next uncle say he wants to create a new team called International Center Coach. So it was me and Fist. Vincent was there. And we started. Then I realized that what I prayed, I just told God that I want to volunteer. I don't know how to. Will I just be aimlessly going to our office and behaving like someone that don't have plan? And then God just gave me.
Yeah.
And then before I started traveling to different states to do induction course. I went to the place that I am back. All those places just do induction course for new WAP members. And when I started, I was learning. Like I said, you always learn when you.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, I became, just working. You know what happened now? Just working and working. So at the end of the day, I think I lost my train of thought to the question that you asked about how
Like how can they do?
How can people be integrated? Even so, it's by volunteering. Like now in my NGO, there are people that are full-time workers. They have full-time. Like some people are not even in Nigeria. So, but they work virtually. So we call them passive volunteers. They are not active. They are passive in the sense that they raise funds for us online. They do what do you call it now? If you post anything, they promote it, they follow, they make sure that it goes everywhere, they post it. If we need money, when we wanted to do a GoFundMe, so someone there that said, because you can't, I don't know what, it's like, I cannot go from this one. So they now did it. So we also have people that came and said, see, we make sure that all of our projects are done on Saturdays. Yeah. So that people that really want to help and they don't have the time, they can be part of it. So there are people that in Nigeria, doctors and all that, is only, and when we fix the date, we'll make sure that we give ample time for people to plan, then they can now be part of it. So if you are out there or anyone listening to this and you feel like you want to give back, see, it's such a thing. When you try it once, you can't stop it. It's not. It's addictive. Once you just start, you're like, what have I? What's going on? What's going on? You don't know what you are doing again. You know what you are doing. It's nothing. You just want to keep doing it. So you can just go to community. The truth is sometimes you actually need to go outside. Every time when I give birth to my kids, right, I'll visit IDP camp, let them understand. Yeah. Because it's not like you are looking at them to say, no. You want to understand that you want to be able to be grateful for life, for waking up to a bottle of water in your house, and to know that people out there need it, and that you can be like social impacts or whatever it's called. It's not by reaching out to like 10,000 people. Yeah, it's not one day. You can reach out to 5 people. Those 5 people can reach out to. Let me give an example. Someone paid my school fee to go to the university. Now that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
It's like a ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect. It is. If you're able to help one person, that person will help another person. He did not tell me to open an NGO. He didn't tell. I don't know if he even knows about this. Really. But at the end of the day, if you have a passion, if you don't have a passion for it, it's something that you should force yourself. Passion is not, you have to think about it. The passion will come. Helping people is supposed to be everybody's business. It's not some people are called to help people. No. So if you don't have passion for it, you have passion for it in Jesus' name. Amen. As I'm listening to this, wherever you are, receive help. You have passion for social work. And you must not do it in a large scale. Yeah. Just help. In Ediva, right? I'm using Ediva because that's when you started that school program and sponsoring people, some people reach out and say, I I know that sometimes, to be honest, it's not easy to give to angels. Some angels they used to chop money. That's the truth.
Yes.
Let's just be. Even me, as since I'm like Jesus. Wow. When I went to IDP camp one time, I saw 2 laptops. I'm not going to call the name of the angel. That's not what brought me here. I saw 2 laptops. I mean 5 laptops, and then they were kids. I asked about the name, and they told me the name. I went online. I saw that they said they gave 100 laptops to. So I said, wow. It didn't like it's not me. It's not. Maybe I was not there. Like I know the day. You know, so angels actually eat money, and it's sad. At the end of the day, that's why if you're a believer, it's easier. And you create more change because there's integrity.
Yeah.
You can't eat people's money at your own detriment. What are you eating people's money? You want to help. That means you're not really helping people. You want to help yourself. It's like some people, they do it for the fame, the name, and the money. It's funny, but that's why some people do it. So yeah, if you just, some people reach out to us and they said, I want to do this. So we have a system where there's accountability. If, let's say, Focus is sponsoring, he just sends money and say, I'll be sending 50K every time. We assign the kids that we're paying for. We'll carry the names every semester, every time. We'll send the results. And, you know, just a brief on how the progress of the child. And then we go as far as, you know, just giving feedback to the person that is paying the money. Then we when the child is graduating, the person will come physically. You know, we send headshots of the kids in the first year, second year, so that you have a face to what you are doing, like to what you are paying for. Some people don't care, but we say, me, I'll send it to you, just my own, exactly. I just need to do it. So that it's in short, when we have projects, when people give, we go as far as laying out the money that was spent, saying this will cost some money, to be honest, is hands. Some people gave you, so it didn't go through their account. But we had to document it so that you know that this was how much that was spent. In doing that, that's how we know that God is actually, his hand is in it. Because there's some money that we don't know how, we can't account for it. Where did it come from? But we shall know that it went into something. So, people, you can, now to be serious, you can develop a passion for it by, one day just wake up, just put on the map, where is this IDP camp? Just go and visit them. You don't even need to carry anything. Just look, nobody will tell you to have passion. Passion will come upon you. Yes. Passion will you'll be baptized in passion, you know, to help.
I think that exposure is very
It's
important.
necessary.
It's very important because at my workplace, one thing that changed my life last year was, so I work at Movements for Christ. What we do is basically support ministers in different communities and then also share news from those different communities. So last year, I think this was last year, August. So people from the ministers in those communities, they send me videos. And then we turn those videos and pictures. They send me videos of what's happening in their community, what they are doing in their communities, and we turn those videos and pictures into like news stories. So I think it was around August I got a video from one guy in Pakistan, and it was them basically burning down churches and putting people out of their homes because they're Christians. There are some things you just take for granted. You get so it made me think about my faith, like if I'm confronted with a situation like that, do you get? Because if these people being under this, because you see, the thing is that a lot of things, no offense, but a lot of things that people call like persecution, they are not
don't
really
know what persecution is.
Do you get?
They don't know what persecution is.
You've not watched the people you love like be killed.
You are going fast.
In front
Just
of
show
you.
gun.
Do you get they sent you out of your house, they burnt you? Because like I could see videos of the fact that it's not like I'm watching it on CNN. It was somebody that I knew that I speak to, do you get, on the phone that sent it to me, and I could see it. It just made me, it deepened my faith because it now puts me in a point where I talked about it and I said, so people are dying for this thing. People are dying for this faith. It's worth dying for. So it's not the one where I'm sitting here and if the church does not have AC, you get, I'm going to change church. You get all those.
in just my pastor, he does this thing where he raises funds for pastors in the north.
Yeah.
Because he grew up in the north. He's Yoruba, but he grew up in the north. He said that when you travel, when you are not in the north, you don't understand that northerners, that their level of faith is not really. That when a northern person they have faith, understand that they actually have faith.
Yeah.
Because places like Jos that they'll come to church, you see them in church the next day.
Yeah.
So that kind of, and then you see that those pastors are suffering because people are not coming to church, or there's no funds.
Yeah.
They can't keep up to run gen or to do the basic things that.
Yeah.
So they are like missionaries. They're the actual missionaries.
Yes, they are.
Do you understand? So if you are in Lagos and Lagos people are going to be watching this. It's not. I'm just saying that northern.
It's just an example.
Is an example.
Yeah.
Let's say you are in Lagos or Port Harcourt. Their level of faith is like they love God and all, but when you are confronted with some serious life-threatening situations, you don't have to be like you said. You watch the video, and for me is, you know what, when you read your Bible, sometimes I read my Bible and I just read through, and sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, okay, wow, this actually happened. Oh my God, like you just don't know that.
Yeah,
oh my God, you know, there's the part that one it cannot, say fire, cloud by day. So I say Jesus, magic, and all those things. One person held 2 swords and killed how many people? The sword. That's what. Do you understand? The thing. God has to be real. So imagine you watching that video now. There was something that I said that I wanted to comment on, to just encourage some people that are watching this. You said that you do this and that's your volunteer work. You don't necessarily have to stand up and enter community, because some people really don't have the time before you can help somebody. As little as, what do you call it now? You say you put videos together and just any expression you have, you can help somebody.
Yeah.
That expression can be, you can, like my volunteers in the Diva, I can't pay some people. I can't pay Ike. How much do I want to pay Ike for taking pictures? I can't pay him.
Yeah.
I can't pay you. You know what I'm saying? I can't pay some people. The guy that makes a design, but I can't pay him. You do designs in your church. You know that if it's someone, the money that they'll pay for you, like someone else, if they're working for someone else and they pay you, you know how much you'll be cashing out. So that is volunteering.
Yeah.
In churches, I hate that word when people use it in church, that I'm a volunteer in church. You are a mad person. You are not volunteering in church. You are coming to church. You are serving.
You're serving
exactly.
In your church.
That used to be, it's me that said this, so I'm just going to kill it. In churches, let's just assume that we are volunteering. Those things that you are doing, you are giving back. Just imagine, just look at it from the others and say, okay, no longer church, but community based. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's just it. Yeah. You are going out and you're helping people. And this help, a lot of people there are times you go to IDP camp, you see different people coming with cars and giving rice. The joy in my heart, I'm like, because we can't do everything. We need more. If you want to help, I will support. Everybody should open NGO and just help people. I'm telling you, if everybody can open NGO, they should find your strength where you know that you can help.
Yeah.
And help. And for you to know that God's hand is in NGOs, I mean the ones that they are doing God's work, is that the human resources that God gives, you know for a fact that you can't pay those people.
Yeah.
And for those people to be dedicated enough to be doing it with you, you know that this work is not only you, it's bigger than you. That is, you are just the person. I tell everybody in the Diva, I'm just the founder. I'm helping you to give expression. Me self, I am doing the work. The Diva is for everybody. It's the platform where you come and you're able to help. And this goes for any NGO, to be honest. All churches. We are believers. You go to a church, you become a believer. Once you become a believer, you now truly understand what it means to be a child of God. Then you go out, then you express, that love is expressed through you. That's still the same thing. So I think for believers, I think if I'm just I'm going to go back to what you said about, I think it was you about church. If churches should integrate, like a community, like they should start doing community outreaches. It will really, what people don't understand is that it will even help you in they're your professional work that you want to do.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that when they came to now, I'm everything. When I said I was social media manager, I was everything. I didn't even know those things. The people, they used to pay people for it, like project management. I didn't know those things are big things that they used to. You just see yourself serving and just loving. You realize that you are learning.
Yeah.
You are gaining experiences. And when you are traveling, now, why do you think that when you are traveling, there are a lot of people that come to the and they are like, I want to volunteer because I'm traveling out next year. So you want to have maybe references and all that. People there, they understand they don't. Those people, how many people are? But when you come to Nigeria, you understand that this is where community outreach is needed. But when you are living, the reason why they are always asking you, when they say your experience, that they don't want all those your big. I am a IT. No, how have you given back to your community?
Yes.
Imagine people that they are not necessarily Christians. They are more concerned about how much you are giving back to your community. One, I even write reference, but they say I must stamp. They didn't, because some people will go and forge. They want to understand how the level. So helping people is living.
Yeah.
It's living. I don't know how best to explain this. It's just you'll be happy, you'll be tired, you fall sick, but it's living. You'll be excited that you're doing it. That is purpose. How do you just not help people? This question is not for anybody. Sorry. It's just a rhetorical question. It's talk. Yeah. How do you not help people? How do you feel?
Not helping people.
When you give that security person 500, there is a story that see all those boys that when you come back home, you carry those people that hang around your house in your area, give them small money. When thief want to come, it's you that they'll first tell. They'll tell you not to even come back home.
Yeah.
When there's harm coming your way, they'll protect you as if people that have been in riots, in a riot, what do you call it now, situation, or in a community where they're always fighting Kaduna. How do we know things are happening? The area boys will literally protect with their lives. They're dying because if you are someone that is wicked, don't pass your house, they will even help them burn you. No, I'm just saying. There are stories that even when there's riot going on, the people that are involved in burning houses. There's some houses that they actually live. They protect some houses. So help people. You can't. The only harm that can come to is that you will be losing money, but you will get money. Money that nobody is paying you is the money that you need. Yes, ma'am. But there is no good health. All those things comes. They come with it.
Yeah.
True, the kind of money I spend is not possible that I would have been able to earn it.
Yeah. So, what's next for you?
And work.
I saw something on your WhatsApp status. What's next for you?
No, say, let me understand with your guy. What's a lot of things?
Or something about mentorship.
Yes. Oh, yes. So that time I said something about beautiful. I paused and I laughed. I wrote a book. I have not put it out.
Yeah.
The book is called. It's literally my life, like beautiful challenges, everything. Just trying to explain that everything that you are going through, all the small thing that is attacking you, it's so that you have sense.
Yeah.
That's just and for me, next is to just say, if some days I dream of having big money, but it's so that I can do bigger things. Some people, someone reached out to me from Nairobi, and I think on LinkedIn, a few of them, and for mentorship and all that. And I've gone like mentored some people, and I'm like, maybe I should just make this just make it official.
Yeah.
So because there's some people that don't even know that they can reach out to me.
Yeah.
So maybe if I make it official, I can help. There's some teenage girls in my church that I'm currently mentoring. It's just off record, but see, honestly, I'm so grateful to God for every human being that I met in YWAP.
Yeah, that's me.
You don't understand.
You don't know it.
You don't even understand. It's not like they say, come and sit down, let me teach you. It is in It is in the laughter. It is in the
Those conversations.
It is in real life experiences that someone is sharing, or someone like it is in WhatsApp that you realize that it's not about age. There's no age limit. Which one is age? Somebody is going through something and they're coming to tell you that they're telling you the way it is. And then you will see how progressive that thing is going. Like this person was here, but see where the person is going. Is life.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to, a lot of people are lost now. And it's just the time and season, it's just the era. People are lost. They don't know. I feel like when I was a teenager, the kind of teenager I'm seeing now, when I was their age, I was already. It was what upset I started speaking in tongues, by the way. Yes. I went for boot camp where they say they should pray. I say with these people, I'm tired. They just say keep speaking. I say me, I can't do it. I just read them Good Morning Holy Spirit before going. So I was already anticipating. I'm like, I thought that maybe they'll possess me, something possess me or something. I was waiting for the possession to happen. I wasn't for something to just come upon me. Nothing came. I went to camp. They say pray, they say stand, they say speak. I say God. Why did I come? I just sat there. Honestly, I literally said, I beg. Then I sat down, and that's where God said, not that I've given up. They just surrender. I know they hate me. And then my hands started burning. And Konemoyo. And I went up and they took me to the tap, put my hand under running water. And the more the water was touching my hands, I see they were pouring cold, hot, fire on my hand. And then that was it. So if and most importantly, if a believer is a mentor, I'm being biased really, but believers do it better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a spirit that comes with it.
Yeah.
If you're able to mentor, you can't lead them astray now. There are different kind of mentorship. The one I'm talking about is one that we are talking about. So you mentor people, especially even in life. It's not make them understand that it's not. You must not be like this for you to be made. Yeah. You have to find your own. Do you know how long I suffered asking God what's my purpose? Yeah. Maybe I just felt like I was lost. I felt like I wanted to be a lot of things until I started Nediva, and then I now felt like I was too content. Why am I not doing that? Like, why am I just happy with where I am? Like, and then it was there and there I realized that wow, you are literally living in the purpose that God. This is enough. Yeah. What you are doing is enough. Helping one person is enough. Until you reach and then you see another turn. It say lines fall us in pleasant. As you are moving, things that you are just moving. Why do you pray every day and say, God, direct me, lead me? If you're not willing to be led, you can't ask for. I can't close my hand and say, lead me. I say, no, you're not, this is not the focus. You're not leading me. You're not this. I feel it's like this. No, you just follow blindly. Yeah. And the funny thing is that the sweetest thing is that you can't be led astray. Where is God that's leading you? Yeah. You have to actually be a fool. Because normal reasoning, you can't possibly understand what's going on. Mm-hmm. But that's when you know that you are doing something right. When you feel like you don't have any purpose, the devil just tries to. You want social media platform, this thing. You want to be like somebody. Yeah. You're on a different path. Yeah. So my what next for me is just to do more mentorship. So mentorship. I will not lie to you. But I feel like me. Look at my mentor. Oh, the other But I also realize that I know that I've been given a gift. Yeah. People listen to me. Funny enough, people actually like to listen to me. I did not know. Like we've been listening to you, darling. People like to listen, and I say good things when I listen to the things. People like that when they talk. Sometimes I don't know I can say those things. Recently, I just learned how to be able to differentiate between. I know when my spirit is picking something from what I'm saying. I don't even understand. Yeah. Maybe I'm talking and my spirit is picking like something. Yes, and you are talking and my spirit can pick on. Yeah. Recently, I'm understanding this. So that's the next step. Mentoring. If you believe me, you don't be mentor. Come on.
for you now, for your NGO and for everything that you
Well, I've not mentioned my husband since. Hey, Jesus. It's also part of the plan. It's all it's in the plan. So my next is always.
So we apologize.
This one is just play. Sorry.
We apologize.
Yes,
No, man, I should bring you in fully.
In short, my time has finished back. I wanted to say something more.
Just go ahead. We're rounding up already.
It goes as it goes in line with even finding a life partner. So I'm not a relationship this thing, and this is not why we are here again. But you can't imagine helping people and God will not look out for you. God will look out for you. God cannot just throw you into any home, any family. I told you about my family. Well, I've actually redefined family for me. So, but still, I was still very skeptical about family and all that. Then God just, my husband's family, I'm like, no, God actually looked at me and said, he just said, because of the way I've so like this one, let me just throw you inside this one so that you can have rest.
And pamper you.
Yes. Honestly, I don't think that there's a human being like that. I've not met. That's my husband's mother now. This is the first time I'm saying this. I just think about it in my head.
Yeah.
If you thought that it's not they don't. It's not. They don't mind their business. Like just normal. Like life is not supposed to be that hard.
Yeah.
No, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
No. And then even Benson. Now, me, I have my eggs. Used to touch sometimes. I used to have like my own, the way I feel like a family should be, the way something should be. And then I'm like, oh wow. It's as if someone lectured me on my behalf and say, person is coming, so let me just put your head together.
Yeah.
So no, God looks out for people that, God loves everybody. I wanted to say that after his heart. All of us, we are after God's heart.
Yeah.
If you go extra mile, God follow. It's like as you are going, God is following. It's not by your works, right? That God loves us. But he said David is the man after. There's a reason why he said that. He not say Moses is the man after that. He say Moses is his friend, Abi.
Yeah.
Did he say Abraham is? They are different. Yeah. There are levels where we meet God. God cannot just, even in friends. Why am I even going far? In friends, in relationship, you've noticed that every friendship that I have, they have stage. We must not talk every day, but I know that they are for me. Yesterday, one pastor that phone, one woman called me and made me cry on the phone for no reason. Just called and was just saying something. I'm like, why? How do you know that I needed this thing to hear it? God is everywhere. God is just looking at it, just clearing ways for you.
Yeah.
If you're not volunteering, I'm not saying God will not do this for you. I'm just sharing my own personal I'm just sharing my own personal experience in every area of your life, not just money.
Yeah.
It gives you human resources. In your personal life, not now.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't turn and you're looking for something and you will not have someone that can do it or that can help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
People that look out for you. They genuinely love you. Not because of who you are. Who am I?
Benson, Idoko.
Yeah, I'm Benson, but who am I like now that?
I know. But
I didn't say this. I'm sorry. I didn't say this.
It's your problem. It's inside.
I wanted to say something now. I'm glad that I'm here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to talk to, like I said earlier, when you're talking, you're now. Yeah. I'm glad that people consider me that.
We are glad you are here.
That you can talk to me.
First guest.
Yes, actually you are.
Jesus, I need to drink Coke for this.
Guest number one.
Chilled one.
Yes.
Did you notice when my voice cleared when we started?
Actually.
Jesus is good. He wanted me to talk.
Well, anyways, is there a way that
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And is there a way that they can partner with you or your mission?
This
what
one
do you want them to do?
It's like when you eat good food and you're just happy. Yes. There's a way you people can partner. Please come and partner with us. You can sponsor each other. So can I sell myself now?
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much for this platform. I don't take it for granted. And then we have like 5 projects.
Yeah.
So far. We have the Heart to Hand. It's like a love love outreach where we just give, we gather clothes, we clear some people's hospital, just go to the hospital and clear some bills.
Okay.
We sponsor a child and we know that this one is because of this outreach.
Yeah.
Then we have the zero malaria outreach. We go to communities. We want, malaria. We focused on malaria before, but over the years you go, other people are having other things. Mm-hmm. So now we have extended to, but it's still called zero malaria.
Okay.
We treat pregnant women, elderly people, give mosquito nets and all of that.
Yeah.
The other one is VTP. So we go to schools and we teach.
Okay.
Yes. If you are a teacher or you have a teaching skills and you feel like you can spare 1 hour in a day or in a week, we'll say, okay, we can give you a school and a class where you can teach.
Okay.
And a subject, yes. And then we have lastly, right, the education for change. It's kind of our anchor, or no, it's not anchor now. It's kind of our flagship project now because of the necessity. That's education. We will not know that a lot of children don't go to school until you actually know that a lot of children don't go to school.
Yeah.
And good school for that matter. So that one is quite easy. Like I explained earlier, it's like we are very, very transparent with our spendings and everything.
Yeah.
We sponsor kids.
Okay.
How do we do this? We identify a family. When we identify a family, we take if it's 4 kids.
Yeah.
We take them, we start paying. If your child decides that his school is not their own, you know that we have given opportunities, the child that says they don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why you'll be failing in school. Do you understand? Once you are failing like that, we notice the progress. Those are the VTP program now. We now assign a teacher to help this child. So while the child is going to school, we assign a teacher to just help the child. So we do like home lessons.
Like a personal
Exactly. So then we follow up.
Okay.
Trust me, there's no school fee that's more than 20K. I mean, school fee is from, I will not say 1K, please. It's from like 5K to like 19K. There are about people that are doing like we have like how many graduates now so far, and it's just beautiful, honestly. So yes, you can please help us. I need help. If whoever is seeing this, we need partners, we need volunteers, and you don't have to give money. Collaborations in the sense that if you have a space and we have an outreach, or you have canopy, you used to rent canopy and you say, oh, it's canopy me I can give. You say, please give us, we want to be under your canopy.
So how did you reach out to you?
So our website is nediva.org. Or you can check us on Instagram, Nediva Foundation.
Yeah.
That's
NEDIVEEVAH.
Okay.
Nediva. Some people used to say it's Nevida. It's Nediva. Yes. Or you can reach me, please. My handle. My handle again. You will think like, don't let that name confuse
She
you.
has money.
So
She's wealthy.
She's
now
a
it's clear. Just type Claire Benson. You see me. I will not give my. If you just check our page, you see instructions there.
Yeah.
That you can give, and our account number is there too.
Okay. Amazing.
Yes. Please reach out. Reach out to Focus. You can reach out to
me.
Or
You
reach
can
out.
reach out to Chidoma.
Yes, reach out to them.
You
I
can
don't
reach
mind.
out to Life on the Narrow as well.
Yes. Oh yes, please do that.
But yes. Well, it was amazing having you today.
Oh no,
I'm so
you don't know
blessed.
me. I'm not
I'm
excited
always
to be
happy
here.
to see Claire.
Oh, she's such a joy.
I'm always happy to see Claire. Every time I see Claire, my spirits are.
Oh, the first time I met her, she's like, she went me nuts, and I honestly just wanted to eat her pain because she was like, so much is going on. I was like,
I was in a stage.
she was. And it was amazing. Because I remember that you saw me eating.
See this one saying, I mean, someone that just made let's go and buy me food. I said, what is this woman? What's doing this one? Why are you this nice?
It's not like
Why are you this nice? Not normal in Nigeria.
Actually, yeah. And that's
Somebody just made. She even said she wanted to promise me that she will come here so days. I said,
and I came.
and then I was not there, but someone else. You see, that's a giving back. was not big one to eat it.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I wish I was there. So I'm thinking I had to go to school. But I was really shocked when I got the message that she actually brought it. She did not even me that they made the promise. No, when you promise somebody, the person knows, but you that promised. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
No, really.
But yeah, thank you so much, Claire. Thank you so much. My partner.
Yes.
Our partner.
I do.
Amazing work. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share to everyone. You don't know who may need this. So please, please, please. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.